don't know what this little fella's doing. Jiggly, what's he doing? Little Jiggle. Little Jiggle. What's he doing? Oh, Lord. Blizzard, what the hell are you thinking? What are these hero bans? They're just absolutely stupid. I mean, look at this. What what is that? Why would you ban Anna and Moira in the hit? What? This is the hero roster, right? We've got tanks, we've got damage, we've got support. You guys have probably noticed something here. There's only a certain number of support and tanks. What? Look at the tanks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Beautiful. Beautiful. 8 tanks. Look at the damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, I believe. If I can count right. I'm still jet lagged. That's more than the tank number. And then we're going to go to supports. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you've banned 2 of the main supports, leaving, well, you can just play Brig or Mercy. I don't think this is good, guys. You can't ban 2 supports. Oh. Anyway, we'll get onto this in a second. Okay, let me show you the replay changes because these are massive. These mean that shows like OVERANALZYED are going to be frigging amazing because you can give me your replay now. You no longer have to send me a video clip in. So if you do go to Overwatch League, if you do go to unitlost.com/OVERANALZYED, there is a new field on the submission form and it is for your replay code. And I'm going to show you guys how to do this. So basically all you do is you go to career profile, you hit the replays button, and then you get this. Now, this is the new replay UI. Now, I've done a few things here that I'm going to show you guys and kind of break this down. So the first thing that I've done is if you click on this replay, you can pin and unpin. Now, if you pin a replay, it will not get overridden or overwritten by other replays that you start playing because you'll only store a certain number of replays and then it will start overwriting. Pinned ones won't, however, resets every patch, so always be aware of that. The other cool thing you can do is if you go to the right-hand side of this UI, you can actually save a note so you can remind yourself of what happened in this game. So I've said it's the best game ever and I'm Al ready. I mean, it's probably a lie. But the other thing you can do is you can share. Now, I've already generated the code here. So you basically select the replay you want to share. You click on, well, share, and then you click copy the code, and then you give this code to your friend, and your friend can put this into there. They basically click the import button, and they add the code in, and they press OK, and then they load into your game, and they get your replay. Now, it won't work here because it's my replay, so it says, yeah, your replay already exists. But what this will do is allow you to just straight up hit the view button and then watch the game. This is massive, isn't it, for OVERANALZYED? This is like literally game-changing. So like I said, guys, if you want to go to unitlost.com/OVERANALZYED, I still am a little bit jet lagged, and fill in the form, there is a new field, and a new field will ask for this replay code. You can still send traditional clips in, that's fine, but I will be looking to prioritize these codes because it means we get awesome video quality. It means we can do whatever, and we can go, what the hell is this Spitfire guy doing? He's a bit of an idiot, spamming sprays and just doing whatever. This is just actually a game changer for content generation. So awesome stuff. All right, guys, let's move on to the next bits and bobs in this video. The Archives event is now live. You guys know this. It came out of the blue. I actually didn't even know this was happening. And I went to Blizzard the other day. It was like, oh great, cool. But this is cool to see. Now, this has got some really, well, beautiful little additions. You guys here are seeing this is gameplay from the Uprising event. But when you kill an enemy, they spawn a mini Torbjorn sort of molten core. Now, this is a funky little change because it means you have to be very aware of your positioning because if you stand in it, you're going to take a ton of damage. Now, there are a bunch of these challenge missions which are going to happen throughout the weeks of this event. So in the first week, we get 2 different challenge events based on Uprising, and then we go forward to Retribution, and then we go forward to Storm Rising. And they all have different little mini challenges going on. I covered all of these challenges in the last video I put on the channel, going over the cosmetics and the event and all of that stuff. So this is good stuff to look forward to. Now, this is very much a bit of insight into Overwatch 2 when you think about it. Overwatch 2 has got hero missions. Now, hero missions are supposed to be highly replayable missions where you go to a map that exists in the game already, and then there's an event on the map, whether it's sort of protect the VIP, whether it's this like capture multiple areas or something along those lines. But there will be modifiers, so things will happen that are random. So when you go on a mission, it will always be different. Now, I think this here looks like a bit of a technology test to see if they can actually make this work. And when we see the other effects, like I think one of the Retribution challenge missions is when you kill an enemy, all enemies are near that enemy become frenzied. So you're going to have to be very selective with the enemies that you kill, because you're not going to want to kill enemies that are close to like the massive Talon tank guys with the miniguns, because if they become frenzied, it's going to be pretty bad. Or if the Talon assassins become frenzied, they're going to fly all over the map and kill everybody. It's going to be crazy. So stuff like that is really, really cool. So these challenge missions, I think, are very much a window into what we're going to see when we eventually get Overwatch 2, which I think is going to be absolutely awesome. Now, yeah, in terms of the event itself, I think this is actually a pretty nice usage of the Archives event, because we knew we wasn't really going to get a new Archives event this year, like a new mission as such. So this type of like fun reusing of the assets, I think is actually okay. However, I think the best thing about this event is these skins and the cosmetics are awesome. They're always really good for Archives, because the devs kind of go a bit mad and all their ideas are just thrown out there. There isn't any kind of, you know, rhyme or reason. It's just like, hey, we think this is a good skin. Let's throw it out there and get it done. Like the Farah skin looks incredible. The Anna skins look amazing. They all look really good. Of course, the show stealer is the cat for Brig. That is just absolutely ridiculously good. I really love that. It's such a cool animated sort of, it's just great. It's got a great cat model, massive chungus chonker of a cat. It's beautiful. So that's good stuff. So yeah, this event, I'm kind of happy with this. It's a nice sort of break of pace, and it does remind you again how fun Overwatch is when it's PvE, because I think a lot of us get like really wrapped up and wound up in the whole PvP aspect of Overwatch, and you don't just sit down and have fun. And that's something I've always missed with Overwatch, where I don't really have you don't really get that sort of chill out gameplay sort of vibe, because you're just going in to try and win all of the time. At least for me, because I play a lot of competitive. Whereas the other modes, like, you know, the arcade modes, the quick play and stuff, it's never really attracted me as much as pure comp has, because I like a challenge. I like there to be like, you know, scoreboards and all this stuff. Well, you get that, don't you, in these Uprising events, and soon for the Retribution, well, I guess for the Archives events, I should say. So yeah, I can't wait to see what you guys think about this, but yeah, it's pretty fun. Check it out. All right, let's talk about the balance changes, because there's some real interesting stuff here. So a lot of these changes were on the experimental card, and they've gone to live. However, there is one change that has not made it that a lot of you guys probably remember from the experimental mode, and this was Bob. Now, Bob was immune to sleep on the experimental card. This is not on the live server. There are also some other little bits and pieces, like I believe... well, we'll just go over this, because it's pointless going over changes that are not actually in the game. So what we've got for hero updates is, the first one is Baptiste. Now, Exo Boots, the charge time is reduced from 1 to 0.7 seconds, and Regenerative Burst, which is his AoE heal, like the shift ability, cooldown lowered from 15 to 13 seconds. So what we've got here is a buff for Baptiste. And think about who has been nerfed in this week's competitive play. Well, Anna and Moira are no longer available. So as far as main healer goes, Baptiste gets a pretty nice buff. Mercy doesn't get a buff, although she's the only other main healer that's available. So could be a little clever kind of thing from the devs to try and entice people to play Baptiste, given he's been nerfed, buffed a little bit. We'll have to wait and see. Also, guys, I am massively jet lagged, so that's why I'm getting really confused more than normal. All right, D.Va. So D.Va's boosters, the cooldown has been increased from 3 to 4 seconds. This is a nerf. It's a mobility nerf to D.Va, because her 3-second boosters were a bit good. 4-second boosters, I think, are still going to be pretty good. But it's an extra second D.Va has got before she can relocate. So it is a nerf. Will it be much of a nerf to just destroy D.Va? I don't think so. I think D.Va's still going to be pretty damn good. And I've actually been enjoying playing D.Va recently. So yeah, like, I guess you guys probably have as well. She just feels really fluid the way she moves. It's awesome. All right, moving on to Mei. Now, Mei's had a massive nerf to her wall. This is quite heavy. So cooldown increased from 10 to 13 seconds. That's 3 extra seconds. I told you I'm jet lagged. 3 extra seconds than it used to be before, which obviously is a long time in Overwatch, especially when you could pump the wall out quite a few times in a fight. Now it's going to be less frequent. So when you do see Mei use the wall, you've got more chance to outplay the Mei, because the Mei uses the wall. Maybe she doesn't section off your tank. Then you can get in there and you've got 13 seconds before she can use the wall again. And that is an eternity in Overwatch. So if you can't get a pick in 13 seconds, well, then you're not going to win that fight. The other thing with Mei Wall is player collision now allows large heroes to move through one destroyed section of the wall. So Reinhardts, Roadhogs, D.Vas, they can all walk through the wall now when only one section is destroyed. This again is a massive nerf to Mei Wall, because it means if your tank gets cut off, you can just break one section of the wall, and the tank can walk back through. Normally, like, because I play a lot of Reinhardt, I'd walk through the wall and it gets sectioned off and I'm dead. There's literally nothing my team can do. There's no way they can physically destroy 2 of the sections of the wall for me to get through, but they can destroy 1. So I might survive now. So this actually is a really heavy nerf to Mei's wall. In fact, I'd go out to say it is a massive nerf to Mei's wall. And that's just not hyperbole. That is like, this is a big nerf to the wall. Now, Orisa is the next one. So Fusion Driver, Primary Fire, damage increased from 10 to 11. This is a little buff for Orisa. It's okay. It's fine. She does a little bit more damage. I think that's okay. Orisa players will probably like that. Orisa's always been not too involving to play, though, compared to the other tanks. Very static. You're just sort of spamming away. You're not feeling like you're doing too much. Static Barrier. You have Halt, which is a really good ability. You've got Fortify, which, again, is a good ability. But, yeah, this is just a straight-up damage buff to Orisa. I think it's fine. Nothing to worry about. The next one, though, could be something to worry about because this is actually a pretty big buff to Sigma's ultimate. So now for Gravitic Flux, the ultimate cost has been reduced by 10%, so you will get the ultimate faster, and your flight speed has increased by 30%. So you fly much faster when you use your ultimate, so you can now very much use it to reposition to high ground or kind of pull yourself out of trouble or do all kinds of stuff with it. It is really, really good now, the ultimate. And of course, it's still Gravitic Flux, so it's still a really, really good initiation ultimate. And it's one of those ultimates that can just straight up win a fight. So yeah, this is a buff to that. We're gonna have to wait and see what this does because this might be a bit too good, but we'll see. Soldier. Okay, finally the Soldier buff has gone to live. Now, I've called this in the past a bit of a damage buff to Soldier's Helix Rocket, and it is because it means you can fire the rocket more often. You've got 8. Well, the cooldown was 8. You've got 8 rockets. No, you don't, ladies and gentlemen. The cooldown was 8 seconds. Now it's 6. So you can fire these bad boys off 2 seconds faster than you could before. This is more rockets. It's more 125 damage. Is it 125 or 120? I don't know. I'm jet lagged, guys. But it's a lot of damage off the Helix Rocket. Soldier can do it more. I'm all for Soldier buffs because I'm a bit of a soldier. Sellout. It's got to be said. And the final one is Sombra. So Machine Pistol, the primary fire spread has decreased by 10%. So it's less spread. It's more focused damage. It's more of a buff for, it's a buff to Sombra, so she'll be able to charge EMP faster. She'll be able to do more damage faster to tank critical hit spots. Also for like, it just does more damage, right? If you can aim better. I guess the one downside to this is because there's less spread. If you're not so great aiming, you're going to potentially do less damage, but I can't really see that being a thing. It's just a nice little buff to Sombra. And apart from that, we've got a bunch of bug fixes and we've got some little bits of changes to maps. But again, these are just bug fixes. It's nothing really to get into in the video. Workshop, again, has seen a load of bug fixes. But that pretty much wraps up this video, guys. So, yeah, there's been a lot of changes to Overwatch in a very short space of time. It feels nice to see this. It feels really nice to play through the Archives event. But, yeah, I want to know what you guys think about this in the comments below. You enjoying the Archives event? I know it's all recycled stuff, but I think this is Blizzard trying to be really clever with, yeah, we're recycling it, but we're also giving you a little bit of a teaser for Overwatch 2 with the hero missions. And is this actually kind of enjoyable content when it is recycled? And I think it is. I think it is. All right, guys, I've been Stylosa, and this is, well, Stylosa's channel. I was going to say Unit Lost again. I'm massively jet lagged. And I'm going to go to bed anyway, so I'll catch you on the next one. Oh, and eagle-eyed viewers, if you've seen the Michael Chu video yesterday, the reason why that never went out is because Archive went live, blah, 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 blah. I did change the time to today. I don't know what this little fella's doing. Jiggly, what's he doing? Little Jiggle. Little Jiggle. What's he doing? Oh, Lord. Yeah, I did change it to today, but apparently I didn't click saves because I was jet lagged, like I've said about 10 times in this video, so it just went live anyway. So I took it down, but it will be back today, I think, or it'll be back. Don't worry, the same video will be back, so if you didn't catch it, you'll be able to see it again. It's a great video with Hame. All right, guys, anyway, I'll catch you on the next one. Toodaloo.